Hello and welcome to this week's edition of Dateline Lagos, the authoritative program that keeps you informed on events and activities that are related to the overall development of the state. I am BC Adebayo. On this edition of the program, Governor Pt.1 Ambode hosts members of the business community as he seeks continued collaboration to improve the ease of doing business. And for Lashade Adesoye succeeds Olabowale Ademola as the 20th head of service. A Lagos state government moves to sanitize Apapa as Security Council reconstitutes Joint Security Task Force on Apapa gridlock. Let's begin with issues relating to the business environment. The Lagos state government is looking beyond its status as the fifth to becoming the third largest economy in Africa, but that will be possible if there's a strong convergence between the state government and the business community, and that's according to Governor Pt.1 Ambode. Addressing participants at the second edition of the Lagos Corporate Assembly, Governor Ambode promises to work with the private sector to improve the ease of doing business.
Can we please rise to welcome His Excellency the Governor of Lagos State?
For the second time, the Lagos State government, led by Governor Pt.1 Ambode, meets with members of the organized private sector.
Cabinet members of the state.
The Corporate Assembly is an engagement vehicle through which the Lagos State government and the business community interact and discuss issues that are germane to the economic development of the state.
Corporate Assembly.
The State Commissioner for Commerce, Industry and Cooperatives provides a shot at what necessitates this gathering.
Lagos State as a powerhouse and hub of industrial development recognizes that a wholesome operating environment is the key to job creation, poverty eradication, and overall economic development of the state. This is why the enthronement of a business-friendly environment that will attract more private investment into the state has been the focal agenda of this administration. The cumulative effect of our reform actions have manifested in the current improvement of the country in the ease of doing business ranking from the initial 169th position out of 189 countries up by 25 rungs of the ladder to the present 145th position. Lagos State is one of the two states used to determine this ranking. The second state is Kano, but the bulk of the data collected by the World Bank comes from Lagos State. We hope to move many steps higher on the ladder by the time the next ranking from the World Bank comes up. Our governor is working tirelessly to achieve this goal, and this forum is another opportunity to leverage on his disposition towards the massive industrialization of this state.
To explain more on the ease of doing business is the Director General, Office of Transportation, Creativity and Innovation. He highlights the contribution of the Lagos State government to Nigeria's rise in the global index ranking on the ease of doing business.
In dealing with construction permits, these are some of the things that we've had to look at. We needed to operationalize the e-planning permit platform because prior to the intervention, all our planning processes were done manually. So we introduced a e-planning permit platform where you could actually process your planning permit application online without necessarily physically visiting an office in Lagos. All of those things can be done online. The impact is that to a very large extent, we have been able to actually reduce the number of days it takes to actually process your planning permit application from about 42 days now to about 28 days. On registering property, what we needed to do also is to consolidate all our fees. You know, when you start the process of registering a property, you start and then along the line, various fees start coming up. And, you know, it's better for the client to be well prepared ahead of time. So now, all the fees associated with registering a property, it's also online. You can actually see all the charges without any ambiguity.
However, he acknowledges that multiple taxation is one of the current challenges to the ease of doing business.
When we speak to the biggest business community, one of the things that they talk about is multiple taxation. Oh, you pay tax on this one, you pay tax on that one. The Dawn Commission has set up a committee to look at harmonization of taxation across the southwestern states. I know that they've completed the work because my team participated in that. The recommendation will be presented to the southwestern governors so that they can take a decision on how to harmonize. And they've decided to actually reduce the number of taxes because we saw quite a number of multiple taxation.
In its bid to enhance a conducive business environment in Lagos State, government is faced with the challenge of providing infrastructure to meet the needs of the growing population. Nevertheless, the business community applauds the efforts of the present administration in road and transport infrastructure development, security, traffic management, power sector development, and MSME support.
We commend Your Excellency for the giant strides in the following areas: road construction and rehabilitation, investment in rail infrastructure, security of lives and property through your remarkable support for the security agencies, traffic management, power sector development, and the Light Up Lagos project, Employment Trust Fund, which has been supporting small businesses with funding, and many more.
However, the attention of the state government is drawn to some issues of concern affecting the various business associations. They include multiple taxes and levies, harmonized inspection, poor electricity, and the poor state of roads to Lagos ports, amongst others.
I would like to express the Chamber's serious concern over the deplorable state of roads leading to the Lagos ports, Apapa and Tinkan Island ports. These